Welcome to the show. We got a heck of a match to start. Two Canadians. Montreal versus... Is he from Hamilton or Niagara Falls? Ontario versus Quebec. In Spain, no less. We're getting this thing started.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
So we're back at it again, guys. It's round one. Not even round one. This is the qualifying match right here. These are qualifying matches to get in to the King of the Ring. And we got a great matchup to start. Like, again, two great, talented Canadians. That's the thing. I haven't done too many one-on-one matchups with a lot of guys. But we got Ethan Page, who's going to make his debut.
And his opponent from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
So it is Hamilton.
Weighing in at 214 pounds. All ego, Ethan Page.
To me, this guy is like the equivalent of like a Kevin Steen or an MJF. Like they're of that, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like some people could call him annoying, but some can as well could call him hilarious. Very talented in the ring. Black belt in Taekwondo? But here we go. A big matchup to start this telecast. Nice, great reversal there. We're gonna get a little bit of a grapple here. Look at this. He's got control. A lot of pressure on the arm. Great reversal into a hammerlock. We had a heck of a telecast last show. So we're doing the opposite side of we're doing the opposite bracket. We had the left side of the bracket. We did the corners of that. Now we're going to do the next one. Ooh, what a cheap shot there in the throat. And a big boot for All Ego, Ethan Page. Into a side headlock now. Great reversal to get out. There you go, and All Ego Ethan Page getting a couple of fists of his own. Now into a Boston Crab, which I would consider a hypocritical move of a man from Montreal. Beautifully done. Pop-up Hurricane Rana there. Sami Zayn that all around great. What are we going to get here from Sami? Beautiful cross body off the top. And Sami looking good here. Into a Blue Thunder powerbomb. Beautifully done. Leapfrog. Misses the boot. And again, Ethan Page lands. That's his finish. And a 2.5. That's usually how he beats people. There's also the Ego's Edge, which is similar to a Damian Priest and Razor Ramon kind of maneuver. Twisted Grin, that's what it's called. Oh, look at this. Is that where we're going to get here? There it is, Ego's Edge. Into the cover now. 2 count. Springboard Tornado DDT. What a beauty. And a drop kick to the side of the face. So on this bracket, the winner of this matchup will take on the winner of Rey Mysterio and Ilya Dragunov. Top rope Hurricane Rana now. Two and a half. We've seen Hurricane Rana's end. Look at this, a dragon sleeper. You don't see that too often. Look at that. What a kick to the face. Ethan Page with the foot on the rope. Somehow Sami Zayn escapes. Yeah, there you go, that fancy footwork. Ethan Page doesn't use it too often. In the powerbomb position now, Sami Zayn slips out. This is the boot again. There's another another step up boot. Blue Thunder Bomb, and this could be the match. And that's it. What a matchup. And Sami Zayn moves on.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn.
Moving on. Sami with a great victory here. Now, we're going to move on to the ladies. On to the next matchup. A battle of two former women's champions in different eras. Victoria's first one-on-one matchup. Against the one and only Charlotte Flair.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the Queen City, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Charlotte Flair.
One half of the tag champions. We've got her partner who defeated the one and only Trish Stratus in the first match of the tournament.
And her opponent from Los Angeles, California, Victoria.
Now Victoria, on the other hand, numerous time women's champion. I believe she was even a hardcore champion at the time too, before she was Victoria. This is a tough challenge for both ladies. Well, that worked out for Victoria. Victoria's got to keep her emotions in check. Went for a rolling kick there on the ground. Didn't work out. There's a dragon screw working the leg early. Nice headlock there, dictating the match here. Oh, and that's a great reversal into a backdrop suplex. A belly to back, excuse me. And over the top rope goes Charlotte Flair, the one they call the Queen. And I think with a resume like Charlotte Flair's, I think the Queen fits perfect. Ooh, into a knee. Charlotte Flair getting out of that arm bar. That Fujiwara arm bar specifically. And down. Oh, a big clothesline there from a handstand. 2.5. But now, oh, it didn't work out. Nice cross body by Victoria. Beautiful power slam by Victoria. Nice snap suplex. Now she's going to go for that somersault leg drop. Does it and lands. And now, are we going to get Widow's Peak? Lands. It's away from the ropes. Oh, 2.5. Charlotte Flair back on the offense. And look at that. What a fall on Victoria. That had to do some damage. What's Charlotte got in mind here? Cross body off the top rope. A little extra on those mats. The ringside floor. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Moonsault lands. And now Victoria bringing Charlotte in. Steps over. And the moonsault is blocked. Not blocked. And there is that chop block. Got shot to the leg. And there's a forearm off the second rope. And now, here it comes. There's the figure 4 leg lock. But now, Charlotte's going to stretch. And just lets go. Nice overhead suplex there. With the cover, could this be it? 2.5. Victoria doesn't have the best knees. You can see from that big brace. Look at this now. Firewoman's carry into the side slam. Could this be the match? 2.5. Wow. And there's the chop. Could we get a natural selection here? Lands. Could this be it for Victoria's hopes? And a 2 count. Wow. Victoria still has some fight in her. And a spear intercepts the intended clothesline there. Now, there's that chokehold. And slams Charlotte Flair on the ground. And another body slam. Sorry, power slam. Now we're going to get a moonsault. Beautifully done. And look at the ring IQ on Charlotte Flair rolling over to the ropes. And there's a receipt for Charlotte doing that minutes ago. Oh, and a jumping leg drop off the top rope to the floor. That hurt both ladies for sure. Now Victoria off the top rope. There's an elbow to the back. And now, there's that slam again. Could this be it? 2.5. Charlotte giving it everything she's got. And now, gets hoisted up. There's Widow's Peak. And that's it. Victoria with a huge win. Not many people were going for Victoria. I'm reading nothing but Charlotte Flair. What a huge win for Charlotte, excuse me. Victoria with a huge win. People forget she was women's champion for quite a long time. Almost a year. Like I don't consider that an upset by any means. All right. On to the what I call the main event division. Will be an interesting matchup to say the least. The Animal against the American Dream. Two of the all-time greats going at it. That's what this channel's all about, to get these kind of matchups. And put them in the ring.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal Batista!
And we've got the animal ready to go. And here comes Big Dust.
And his opponent from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 289 pounds, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
This isn't the polka dot Dusty Rhodes. This is Purple Rain Dusty Rhodes. Starcade 85, I believe. One ready to challenge Ric Flair for the NWA title. This ain't the happy-go-lucky. This is the common man, Dusty Rhodes. This is... Oh, and a big clothesline to start. This is not going to be about wrist locks, takeovers, submissions, any of that. This is going to be a fight. Massive side slam. Is that going to... No, that's not going to keep Dusty down yet. Nice back elbow by Batista. Oh, man. Nice back elbow. Look at this. Oh! Beating down that knee of Batista. Now these two finally lock up. Hey, there we go. We do get a headlock. Maybe we are going to get a couple holds. Maybe not a good idea on Dusty's part. Challenging the unrivaled strength of the animal Batista. Nice takeover. Maybe just a takedown per se. Look at that. Into a Batista bomb. Wow. That was a lot of transitions to get to the Batista bomb. Again, that arm snap onto the ground. Nice slam there. Off the ropes. And there is a boss man slam. And a big splash off the top rope to the outside. And Dusty's in a lot of trouble here. And a big shoulder into the abdomen of Dusty Rhodes. Dusty just trying to get out of the starting blocks here. Nice back elbow, simple and effective. And now he's biting his hand. And there's the bionic elbow. Big Dust knowing that he needs to put in more work here. Big body slam with authority. Dusty off the second rope. Are we going to get an elbow here? He gets the elbow. That is not a crown by any means. With the cover. 2.5 with a bionic elbow off the second rope. And here's Batista pushing off Batista. Pushing off Dusty, my God. The brain's all over the place. Look at the strength. Is he going to do it again? Into it. Into a Batista bomb. That's got to be it. No way. And Dusty still able to kick out after Batista just manhandling him. Is he going to do it again? Nope. Big power slam. The strength on this man. Dusty's either just under or just over the 300-pound mark. What a body slam there by Dusty. What is Dusty doing here? Up the top rope, going to the outside. Went for the big elbow, didn't work out. There's a spear. And that's one of his setups to the Batista bomb. But could this be it after all? And a kick out by Dusty. Off the ropes. And there's a boot. Are we going to get the third Batista bomb? Lands. In the middle of the ring. I don't think Dusty's got any more fight to give. He does. You got to be kidding me. Into a DDT now. Dusty's in serious trouble here. But here he goes. And now Dusty wants to square up with this colossus of a man. Sharon reversals here. And a big boot to finish it up. Could this be it? Oh, and there's the finish there. What a boot.
Here is your winner, the Animal,
And you know, the wild thing about this, what a match that was, full of reversals and everything else. But now Batista wins, and he's got to take on the winner of a former WrestleMania opponent in JBL or the Beast Brock Lesnar. For all we know, we could very well get an Animal versus Beast matchup. Well, this one's going to have a 10 count, so... I'm just going to have to accept that at this point. Badass Billy Gunn making his first one-on-one matchup debut, taking on the first ever United States champion, Bronson Reed. No stranger to tournaments is Bronson Reed, winning the first ever U.S. title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the New Age Outlaws. From Austin, Texas, weighing in at 260 pounds, Badass Billy Gunn!
A multi-time Intercontinental Champion, was at WrestleMania. Long-time tag team champion with the Road Dogg. Billy Gunn going for a singles title. We'll see how it works out here. But Billy Gunn's got a tough task on his hands.
And his opponent, accompanied by the wise man, Paul Heyman, from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Big Bronson Reed.
And we got Bronson Reed. Been contending for the tag team titles with Braun Breaker, winning a big four-way at WrestleMania. Gonna try his luck here. Either gonna take his U.S. title back or maybe becoming an Intercontinental Champion. Look at that. And Bronson Reed says no dice. Now these two lock up. And look at that right hand. Look at that, just mowing down. What's Paul doing? Excuse me. Paul's a little more devious than that. But the referee's distracted. Who knows what could happen here? Another right hand. Look at this. Oh, right on the back of his head. Somehow Bronson Reed is busted open. And there's a crown. The first Jimmy King special of the show. What is this? Paul Heyman with a chair and an elbow. Bronson looking great here. And there it is. There it is, the one and only. And now we're going to get the famouser lands. 2.5. Bronson Reed barely kicking out of that. Heyman again doing whatever it takes to distract the referee. Onto the ropes, throat first. What's the big man gonna do here? Oh, into the referee. What is Billy Gunn going to do here? Is he going to go for the jackhammer looking move? Beautiful. Look at this, just scooped him into a senton. And that's got to crush the ribs of Billy Gunn. 2.5. What a great back and forth contest here. Interesting seeing you get Kamagoye, whatever. Oh, look at this. Into a power bomb. What a reversal. the big man going to the top. Are we going to see Tsunami? And lands. That could very well be it. What a finish. Billy Gunn going for it all.
Here is your winner, Big Bronson Reed.
What a huge victory for the big man. Billy Gunn trying to cash all his chips on that Famouser. Gets caught. Gets brought down into a power bomb. And then the Tsunami finishes the job. What an intimidating looking individual. Now this is going to be an interesting matchup for the ladies. On to the next one. We're on the lower end of this bracket. I mean, enough to say about Rhea Ripley, but one, Lyra Valkyria has had a great career easily the past 2-3 years.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Now, the story of Rhea Ripley here in this very universe won the women's tag team titles with Io Sky, but then lost them the next show to Charlotte Flair. But now there's Lyra Valkyria, one looking to capitalize.
And her opponent from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
You know, her and Bayley trying to make it through the tag team ranks. Her and Bayley participated in the women's 4-way tag contest. Lyra always looks game to go. So this is going to be great. Australia versus Ireland. In a very intriguing matchup. Ooh, look at that. A little side kick there. Doesn't have to be a super kick every time. Not every kick from the side has to be a super kick. It could be a side kick. Could be a thrust kick. Could be a savate kick. They're all the same. Now these girls lock up. Great way to capitalize there by Lara Valkyria. Taking advantage of the missed assault on the turnbuckle there. And Lara Valkyria already busted open. Classic British wrestling move there. But now, there's the Fisherwoman Buster. What a... Landed pretty rough on her head. Missed the kick. Tilt-a-whirl slam into the cover. Nice Northern Lights suplex there. But now, here's what I believe is called the Prism Lock. Then stepping on Lyra's hand. And that's the match. Okay.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
I mean, kind of a lame finish. But Rhea Ripley moves on. But now we're going to go to our main event of the show. This should be good. one man as the master and ruler of the world, taking on the one tribal chief, Roman Reigns. What a great first round. What a great main event. I did 3 drafts doing this tournament, wanting to have different, fresh, fun matchups for this very bracket right here. And I couldn't be happier. Just you wait and see the matchups.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from West Memphis, Arkansas, weighing in at 317 pounds, Sid Justice.
I don't know if he should be putting his finger up like that while his opponent is about to enter, but
And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
we got our main event here. Big Sid Justice taking on Roman Reigns. Also great about this tournament is now we can spotlight more wrestlers from the DLC. So yeah, Sid Justice having his first one-on-one matchup is great. Look at that. Into a takedown. Great idea for a cover. But this referee is always out of position. I don't know. I feel like WWE kind of did this poor referee a disservice here. Got a nice wrist lock there by Roman Reigns. Into an arm wringer and jerking that arm. Can Sid Justice get out of this one before Roman puts in a nice side headlock here? Off the rope. Drop down and a big boot by Sid Justice. Look at the strength on Sid. Slams Roman Reigns into the mat. Another big boot. Sid looking great in this matchup. He's going to lift this big man into a powerbomb position. What's this? Into the turnbuckles. And now Roman Reigns capitalizing on his handiwork here. Into the cover now. Into a 1 count. So now it's Roman Reigns' time to put on the... But it didn't last. Look at that. Gets the goozle. But the Superman punch lands. Could this be it? Just the 2. But now, Roman Reigns looking to finish it all. This is fairly fresh. Oh, look at that. A knee right in the face. Into a neck snap. That was pretty cool for a 300+ pound man. But look at this. Sid Justice lifts him up into a power bomb. Could this be it? Oh, 2.5. And Sid understandably frustrated. Nice leg drop. Sid putting a lot of pressure on Roman Reigns. This would be huge if Roman Reigns gets knocked out the first round, but we can't think like that. This will be our last match. This will be our last match of the evening here. Look at that. Look at the strength of Sid Justice. Off the ropes. Scoop. Great reversal by Roman Reigns. Nice belly to back suplex. Roman Reigns has been dealing with this kind of pressure for 14+ years. You never know what can happen in these matches. Roman waiting for Sid to get up. And there is the second crown of the show. Jimmy King will be proud. And there's the spear. Could this be it? Smart on Roman Reigns' part, but is he taking too much time by doing so? With the cover. Works out, and Roman Reigns moves on to the second round.
Here's your winner, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
Roman got put under a lot of pressure in that matchup. Great showing by Sid. Surely we'll see more of him in the future. But right now, the Tribal Chief stands tall once again. Thanks to anybody that has taken part in this video. We will see you on the next one.